Hey everybody, this is Talkative Carl back again for some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. And we'll be starting it's going to be probably like at least 3 videos of me playing all, or at least replaying all my favorite archetype decks that I've made a video on. You can also check them out each individually on my channel. Links in the description. Yeah, so first we'll start off with probably my personal favorite, the first one I built up myself because I was so invested, because I love medieval Japan. The Japanese culture is so fascinating to me. I love the fact that they made let me change. Okay, sorry. 6 Samurai. Yeah, man, I love the hell out of this. I need to get I got some of the actual cards, but I did not have like all the support to them. So let's go through each one, shall we? Cunning of the 6 Samurai. Send 1 face-up 6 Samurai monster you control to the graveyard, then target 1 6 Samurai monster in either player's graveyard, special summon that target. Gateway of the 6. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 2 Bushido counters on this card. You can remove Bushido counters from your side of the field to activate these effects. 2 counters, target 1 face-up 6 Samurai or Shin effect monster that target gains 500 attack until the end phase. 4 counters, add 1 6 Samurai monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And 6 counters, target 1 Shin effect monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. Legendary Ebon Steed. Up only to a 6 Samurai monster. It gains 200 attack and defense. If it will be destroyed, destroy this card instead. I love the look of this field spell card. Shin's Castle of the Mist. I should call this Ghost of Tsushima kind of deck, because it might as well be. Even though this came out long before Ghost of Tsushima was ever even thought of. Shin's Castle of the Mist. When a 6 Samurai monster is attacked, the attacking monster loses 500 attack during the damage calculation only. Shin's Dojo. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Bushido counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 1 6 Samurai or Shin effect monster from your main deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of Bushido counters on this card. Shin's Smoke Signal. Add 1 level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monster from your deck to your hand. 6 Samurai United. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Bushido counter on this card, max 2. You can send this card to the graveyard, draw 1 card for each Bushido counter on this card. 6 Scrolls of the Samurai. Tribute 2 face-up 6 Samurai monsters, special summon 1 Great Shogun Shin from your deck. 6 Strike, Triple Impact. If you control 3 or more face-up 6 Samurai monsters, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Destroy all face-up spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Or destroy all set spell or trap cards your opponent controls. Temple of the 6. Each time a 6 Samurai monster is normal or special summon, place 1 Bushido counter on this card. Monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each Bushido counter on this card. Backs to the Wall. Pay life points so that you only have 100 left. Also summon as many 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard as possible. You cannot special summon more than one monster with the same name, or a monster that has the same name as a monster you already control. Breakthrough. Select one 6 samurai monster you control. If the selected monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, Great Shogun Shin and all 6 samurai monsters you control can attack your opponent directly during the battle phase of this turn. Double-edged sword technique. Target 2 6 samurai monsters in your graveyard, special summon those targets in face-up attack position. During the end phase of this turn, destroy them, and if you do, take damage equal to the destroyed monster's attack. Rin Kai Zan. When there are face-up wind, water, fire, and earth monsters on the field, apply one of these effects. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls, destroy all spell and trap card your opponent controls, discard 2 random cards from your opponent's hand, or draw 2 cards. Masakani Magatama. When your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or monster effect that destroys a card, or you control a face-up 6 samurai monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Return of the 6 Samurai. Target one 6 samurai monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, destroy it during the end phase of this turn. Rivalry of the Warlords. Each player can only control one type of monster. Send all other face-up monsters they control to the graveyard. Shin Scheme. If a 6 samurai monster you control is destroyed by battle, special summon up to 2 6 samurai monsters from your hand. 6 Strike Thunder Blast. Remove 1 Bushido counter from your side of the field to activate one of these effects. Target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, or target 1 card your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. 6 Style Dual Wield. If the only monster you control is one 6 samurai monster in face-up attack position, target 2 cards your opponent controls, return those targets to the hand. Swift Samurai Storm. Each turn after the first time a 6 samurai monster you control battles, all 6 samurai monsters you control gain 300 attack until the end of this turn. Swift Strike Armor. During your draw phase, each time you draw a 6 samurai monster, you can reveal it and special summon it. Inishi Shin's Chancellor. Cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summon from your hand by banishing 2 6 samurai monsters from your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster, destroy that target. This card cannot declare an attack the turn you activate this effect. Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. You can only control 1 face-up Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. If you control a face-up 6 samurai monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, target 1 6 samurai monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Great Shogun Shin. If you control 2 or more face-up 6 samurai monsters, you can special summon this card from the hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card each turn. If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy a face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. Kagemusha of the 6 Samurai. During either player's turn, when exactly 1 face-up 6 samurai monster you control is targeted by a spell card, trap card, or card effect that would be targeted that could have targeted this card, you can activate this effect. That spell trap effect now targets this face-up card on the field instead. Legendary 6 Samurai Inishi. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can banish 2 6 samurai monsters from your graveyard to target 1 face-up monster on the field. Return that target to the hand. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate and to resolve this effect. While you control 2 or more face-up 6 samurai monsters except Inishi, this card gains 500 attack and defense. Legendary 6 Samurai Kageki. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower 6 samurai monster from your hand. While you control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name, this card gains 1500 attack. Legendary 6 Samurai Kaizan. If you control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name, you can special summon this card from your hand. While you control 2 or more other face-up 6 samurai monsters, this card gains 300 attack and defense. Legendary 6 Samurai Mizuho. If you control a face-up legendary 6 Samurai Shinai, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can tribute another 6 samurai monster to select and destroy 1 card on the field. Shinai. Typical effect. If you control a face-up legendary 6 samurai Mizuho, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is tributed, select 1 6 samurai monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Shin's Advisor. When this card is normal summoned, if you control a face-up 6 samurai monster, declare 1 monster type. While this card is face-up on the field, monsters with that declared monster type cannot declare an attack or be special summoned. Shin's Daredevil. When this card is normal summoned, place 1 Bushido counter on it, maximum 2. This card gains 200 attack while it has a Bushido counter on it. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up card on the field that you can place a Bushido counter on. Remove 1 Bushido counter from this card, then place it on that target. Shin's Foot Soldier. When the card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower 6 samurai monster from your deck. Shin Squire. During damage calculation in either player's turn, if a 6 samurai monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. That monster cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Spirit of the 6 Samurai. Once per turn, you can either target 1 face-up 6 samurai monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip it. While equipped by this effect, you can equip monsters. The equipped monsters gain 500 attack and defense. If the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, draw 1 card. Tinkabito Shin. This card is unaffected by the effects of trap cards. Iru. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a face-down defense position monster, destroy that monster. You must also control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate and to resolve this effect. If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. Come on. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up spell or trap card, destroy that target. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate this effect. This card cannot declare an attack during the turn this effect is activated. If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. Nisashi. While you control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name, you can attack twice during each battle phase. And yeah. Ichi or Yachi. Once per turn, you can target one set spell or trap card, destroy that target. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate and to resolve this effect. This monster cannot declare an attack during the turn this effect is activated. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control. Yuriza. While you control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name, this card can attack your opponent directly. If this card will be destroyed by battle, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control. Oh, never mind. Okay, Zenji. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, destroy the monster this card attacked. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate. Okay. Okay, here we go. Shin. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or a trap card. Okay. Okay. Once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent declares a spell, activates a spell or trap card, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card will be destroyed, you can destroy her over there. Okay, Shadow of the Six Samurai, Shin. Xyz monster. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card and target one face-up 6 samurai monster you control with less than a 2000 attack. And the original attack becomes 2000 until the end phase. Okay. Let's revisit the 6 samurai deck. I'm gonna go with Shadow Duelist. Ramini. I'm binge watching season 1 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Maybe by the end of the week I'll have a new video up. I was thinking about getting back to some Yu-Gi-Oh in a minute. Oh, and afterwards I think about getting back. I managed to transfer over Phoenix Wright from PS4 into my PS5, so maybe after this, if I'm feeling up to it, I'll start a new case. You ain't got much options. My Six Samurai deck is decently balanced. Okay. Do a couple of matches each. There you go. Okay. Don't need that. Oh god, I don't know why I did that. Mm. Okay, here we go. Okay, one of my monsters is about to lose their life. Like the gate is right there in the middle. I like that little touch. Mm. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Get rid of this. Okay, here you go. Let's rev it up. There you go. Ah, I got a true dragon. Okay. 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 And dark. Hmm. All right. Next is Raid Rafter, Dante's Inferno, and last Cosmo for this video. Okay, we went over this before, but we'll do it one last time. Get some water. I'm not gonna get some peanuts. A little snacky. One second. I love the Raid Raptor deck. So much doggone fun. I wasn't initially planning on adding it to this list of archetypes, but I just really want to get back into it. Alright, Raid Raptor Call. Target one Raid Raptor monster you control. Supposed to summon one monster with the same name as that monster on the field from your hand or deck in defense position. You can only activate one Raid Raptor Call per turn. You cannot special summon monsters during the turn as you activate this card except Raid Raptor monsters. Rank up Magic Doom Double Force. Target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster in your graveyard that was destroyed by battle and sent there this turn. Special summon it. Then special summon from your extra deck one Xyz monster that has twice the rank of that monster by using it as the Xyz material. Rank up Magic Raid Force. Target one face-up Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is one rank higher than that target by using this target as the Xyz material. You can banish this card from your graveyard and one Raid Raptor card from your hand, then target one rank up magic spell card in your graveyard except Raid Force added to your hand. Rank up Magic Raptor's Force. If a Raid Raptor Xyz monster was destroyed and sent to the graveyard this turn while you controlled it, target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster in your graveyard. Special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is one rank higher than that monster by using it as the Xyz material. Rank up Magic Revolution Force. During your turn, target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is one rank higher than that target by using that target as the Xyz material. During your opponent's turn, target one Xyz monster your opponent controls with no Xyz material. Take control of that Xyz monster, then special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is one rank higher than that monster by using it as the Xyz material. Rank up Magic Skip Force. Target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Raid Raptor monster that is two ranks higher than that target by using that target as the Xyz material. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and one Raid Raptor monster from your graveyard, then target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Rank up magic Soul Shave Force. Pay half your life points, then target one Raid Raptor Xyz monster in your graveyard, special summon it, then special summon from your extra deck one Xyz monster that is 2 ranks higher than the monster by using it as the Xyz material. Raptor's Ultimate Mace. Equipped only to Raid Raptor monster. It gains 1000 attack. When the equipped monster is targeted for an attack by a monster whose attack is higher than the equipped monster, you can add 1 rank up magic spell card from your deck to your hand, and if you do, you take no battle damage from that battle. Raid Raptor Readiness. This turn, Raid Raptor monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. If you have a Raid Raptor monster in your graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no battle damage this turn. Raid Raptor Return. If a Raid Raptor monster you control is destroyed by battle, target 1 Raid Raptor monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. If a face-up Raid Raptor monster you control is destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 Raid Raptor card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Raptor's Gust. When a spell or trap card is activated while you control a Raid Raptor card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. A lot of avian variations to this archetype. Raid Raptor Avenge Vulture. If you take battle damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of this turn, except Raid Raptor monsters. Booster Strix. When a Raid Raptor monster you control is targeted for an attack by an opponent's monster, you can banish this card from your hand, destroy the attacking monster. Fuzzylanius. If you control a Raid Raptor monster other than Fuzzylanius, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Fuzzylanius from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Fuzzylanius once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate either of these cards' effects except Raid Raptor monsters. Lastrix. If a Raid Raptor monster you control battles while you have any spell or trap cards on your field or in the graveyard, during damage calculation in either player's turn, you can special summon this card from your hand, then gain 100 life points for each spell and trap card you control and in your graveyard. You can tribute this card. Your opponent takes no battle damage this turn. Also, you can special summon 1 Raid Raptor Xyz monster from your extra deck in defense position, but its effects is negated. Mimicry Lanius. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can increase the levels of all Raid Raptor monsters you currently control by 1. During your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can banish this card, add 1 Raid Raptor card from your deck to your hand, except Mimicry Lanius. You can only use this effect once per turn. Necro Vulture. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Raid Raptor monster, then target 1 rank up magic spell card in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. Also, you cannot Xyz summon for the rest of this turn, except with the effect of rank up magic spell card. Pain Lanius. Cannot be used as an Xyz material for an Xyz summon, except for the Xyz summon of a Winged Beast type monster. If this card is in your hand, you can target 1 Raid Raptor monster you control that has a level, take damage equal to its attack and defense, whichever is lower, but your choice if tied. And if you do, special summon this card, and if you do that, this card's level becomes the current level of the targeted monster. You can only use this effect once per turn. Sharp Lanius. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was normal or special summon this turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster on the field, change it to a face-up defense position. During your main phase 2, if this card was attacked this turn, you can target one Ray Raptor monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You only use this effect once per turn. Singing Ladies. If you control a face-up Xyz monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You only use this effect once per turn. Skull Eagle. If this card is detached from an Xyz monster and sent to the graveyard, you can activate that monster's effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Raid Raptor card in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. An Xyz monster that was summoned using this card on the field as an Xyz material gains this effect. 300 attack points. It gains 300 attack points. Tribute Lanius. During your main phase, if this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can send one Raid Raptor card from your deck to the graveyard. During the main phase 2, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle this turn, you can add one Rank Up Magic Quick Play spell card from your deck to your hand. So also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Raid Raptor monsters. Vanishing Lanius. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Raid Raptor monster from your hand. Wild Vulture. During your main phase, if this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can tribute this card, special summon 2 Raid Raptor monsters from your hand or graveyard whose total levels equal 6. Blaze Falcon. This card can attack directly while it has Xyz material. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Fiendingo. You can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one face-up special summon monster your opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack on the field. You can only use this once per turn. Force Strix. This card gains 500 attack and defense for each winged beast monster you control other than this card. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card and add one level 4 dark winged beast type monster from your deck to your hand. Revolution Falcon. You can detach one Xyz material from this card. This turn, this card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's face-up special summon monster, that monster's attack and defense becomes 0. If this card has a Raid Raptor Xyz monster as material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the attack the monster had on the field. Rise Falcon. This card can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls once each. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one face-up special summon monster your opponent controls. This card gains attack and defense to that monster's current attack. Okay. Satellite Cannon Falcon. If this card is Xyz summoned by using a Raid Raptor monster as material, you can destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect activation. During either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card and target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 800 attack for each Raid Raptor in your graveyard. And Ultimate Falcon. Unaffected by other cards' effects, you can detach one Xyz material from this card. For the rest of this turn, all monsters your opponent controls will lose 1000 attack. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. If this card has a Raid Raptor monster as an Xyz material, it gains this effect. Once per turn during the end phase, you can make all monsters your opponent controls lose 1000 attack. If your opponent controls a monster, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. Okay. There we go. Just want to say I'll do one match each for this one, considering how many there are. But it depends on how I'm feeling about the deck. I'm just going over my favorite ones, not the sucky ones. You know, it's been a minute since I was able to exceed summon Rise Falcon, because I love the effect on this card. I just read that thing and I did not realize it gotta be special summon. Get it together, Carl. Thank you for the Xyz. Rocky start, but I got it. Okay, Dante's Inferno. This is like a pretty damn good deck. I think a couple of years back it was like used a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and I can see why. All right, I could call this Burning Abyss, but it's pretty much Dante's Inferno. And I love that story, so that's why I called it. Not much support, but just enough to make a decent deck. Good and Evil in the Burning Abyss. This card is used to ritual summon Malakoda, Netherlord of the Burning Abyss. It's pretty much based off of certain characters in the Inferno. Highly recommend you check it out. Either like buy the actual book, or you can listen it on Audible. I got a theatrical version. It's like, you know, nice little background noise. You're just in the thick of it, so far as like, you know, when like good storytelling. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 6 or more. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and send one Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add one Burning Abyss card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. The Terminus of the Burning Abyss. Fusion summon one Burning Abyss fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Burning Abyss monster on the field. It gains 800 attack and defense until the end of your opponent's next turn. Twin Twisters. Discard one card, then target up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field, destroy them. Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss. Send 2 face-up Burning Abyss monsters you control to the graveyard, then target up to 3 cards on the field, destroy those targets. The Traveler and the Burning Abyss. Pretty much like representing the door to hell. I'm pretty sure in the Japanese this is hell, but for the Americanized stuff is Burning Abyss. And this is supposed to be like, you know, as the beginning of the story, abandon all hope ye who enter here. And this is like the entrance to hell that Dante will start his journey. I played it. If you check out my channel, in one of my earlier games I did walkthroughs of, I did Dante's Inferno, one of my favorite games that I ever played. I know it's kind of like rehashing God of War, but damn it, I love it. Check it out on my channel if you want to see my walkthrough of that game. There's no commentary. I didn't get that figured out back then yet, but you can still check out like the awesome gameplay. Target any number of Burning Abyss monsters in your graveyard that were sent there this turn. Supposed to summon them in defense position. You can only activate this once per turn. Alak, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. You can only use one of these effects of Alak per turn, and only that turn. If you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on the field and negate its effects until the end of this turn. Barbar, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. If you control no standard Burning Abyss effect, but it's a unique effect. If you control no, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one. You can target up to 3 Burning Abyss cards in your graveyard, except Barbar. Banish them, and if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each. Kagna, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send one Burning Abyss spell and trap card from your deck to your graveyard. Cab, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one set spell or trap card on the field, return that target to the hand. Sir, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Burning Abyss monster in your graveyard except Sir. Special summon it. Added Diablos, but I just needed throw in something, I guess, to round it out to 60. I don't know why. Draghig, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can choose one Burning Abyss card from your deck and place it on the top of your deck. Farfa, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one monster on the field, banish it until the end phase. Graf, Mala Branch of the Burning Abyss. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Burning Abyss monster from your deck except Graf. I only got one of these. You know what? Oh, I know, because it's still an Abyss monster. That's probably why I still got it. There's a dragon, and these are all fiends. I got mathematician in here. Why? I have no clue. Certain, additions I included in this deck. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I probably had a good reason, but when I put these two in this deck, but it's been such a long time, I don't remember, so I might as well toss them. I have one of these, I guess. Okay. Sorry, just need to make some adjustments. There you go. Okay, where was I? Okay, here we go. Libic, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 3 dark fiend type monster from your hand, but its effects are negated. Rubic, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss. Unique effect: you can only use if you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for the single summon of a Burning Abyss synchro monster. If you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Skarm, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 3 dark fiend type monster from your deck to your hand, except Skarm. Pure Guide from the Underworld. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 3 fiend type monster from your hand or deck, but its effects are negated. Also, it cannot be used as a single material. Malakota, Netherlord of the Burning Abyss. I think it's supposed to be representing Lucifer. It's at least, in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's at least, a couple of different interpretations of how like heaven and hell is represented in like card format. You got like the Dark Lords, is supposed to represent like fallen angels and stuff like that, and you got the Burning Abyss is supposed to represent like demons. But like there's a Dark Lord version of Lucifer in that archetype, and I don't have barely any in this game to make a Dark Lord deck. Maybe in Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel I'll have like a better chance of making a deck like that, because it's something I really wanted to try out. And then you got the Burning Abyss with Malakota. It's supposed to be like a variant of a Lucifer. The Morning Star. Okay. You can ritual summon this card with good and evil in the Burning Abyss. Must be ritual summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send one Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Till the end of this turn, that target loses attack and defense equal to the attack and defense of the Burning Abyss monster sent to the graveyard this way. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one card on the field, send it to the graveyard. Dante, Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss. Requires 3 Burning Abyss monsters with different names, must be future summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send one Burning Abyss card from your hand to the graveyard, draw one card. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or if this card you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss. You can only control one Virgil, Rockstar of the Burning Abyss. Once per turn, you can discard one Burning Abyss card, then target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, shuffle it into the deck. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can draw one card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. You can also exceed summon this card by sending one Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard, then using one Dante monster you control as exceeds material. If summoned this way, the following effect cannot be activated this turn. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one exceeds material from this card, send one card from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, You can special summon one Burning Abyss monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. Requires 2 level 3 monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one Exceed monster from this card and choose a number from 1 to 3. Then send that many cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. Until the end of this turn, this card gains 500 attack for each card sent to the graveyard this way. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Burning Abyss card in your graveyard, except this card added to your hand. And from my research a long time ago, number 77, the 7 Sins, is good to add to this deck, but no matter which ways I try, I was not able to make this card summon. So what I'm going to do is just give it up, because there's no point adding it to the deck. I needed to make some slight adjustments to this deck anyway, so this is probably better off. Okay. With the Kiza. I hear they're supposed to be bringing back, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for current consoles, which I'm excited for. I love that freaking game. Talk about a classic. Wrap baskets. Unbelievable. Try again. There we go. Okay. Alrighty then. Last one for tonight. The Star Wars Wizard of Oz Cosmo deck. Probably gonna be a minute before I do like a part 2 to this video, but let's do this. Hey, Cosmo Light Sword. Equipped only to a psychic type Cosmo monster, it gains 500 attack and defense. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Also, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card is sent to the field to the graveyard, you can pay 800 life points, add this card to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So the double-bladed lightsaber, light sword in this for copyright, to prevent copyright. I thought it was kind of interesting to make the type for this machine. Well, machine obviously is sci-fi, but like psychic for certain characters. I guess in a way we use the Force. It's kind of like psychic powers. Cosmo Town, Coruscant, and the Emerald City. Once per turn, you can target one of your banished Cosmo monsters, return it to the hand, and if you do, lose life points equal to its original level times 100. Once per turn, you can reveal any number of Cosmo monsters in your hand and shuffle them into the deck, then draw cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled into the deck. If this card is in the field zone, is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. Cosmojo. Target 1 Cosmo monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, banish 1 card your opponent controls or in their graveyard. You can only use this. You can only activate this effect once per turn. Pilgrim was representing the Force Choke. Cos Mourning, representing the death of Darth Vader. Monsters destroyed by battle with Cosmo monsters you control are shuffled into the deck instead of going to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard to graveyard. First time you would take battle damage from a battle involving a Cosmo monster you control. This turn, gain that much life points instead. I just threw it here just I need another like ship based thing to even things out. Cosmo Dark Destroyer. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. This card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 7 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Dark Eclipser. I think this is Darth Maul's ship. It's supposed to represent, mixed with like one of the bees from the storybook Wizard of Oz. Can't remember the ship it's supposed to represent. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not like deep cut with the certain ships. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. During either player's turn, when a trap card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one level 8 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. Cosmo Dark Planet also represent the Death Star. And I think the Wicked Witch's castle at the same time. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon from your hand by banishing Cosmo monsters from your hand whose total levels equal 10 or more, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add one level 9 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your hand. Cosmo Delta Shuttle. Once per turn, you can send one Cosmo monster from your deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the sent monster's level times 100. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Dog Fighter. I think it's supposed to represent the TIE Fighters. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can special summon one Dog Fighter token, machine type dark level 6, attack and defense attack 2000, defense 2400. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 5 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Farm Girl. Also represent Dorothy mixed with either Luke Skywalker, Mara Jade, or Rey Skywalker, or Rey Palpatine to be literal, because like she's a freaking Palpatine, not a Skywalker. Don't let the movie confuse you. She's Rey Palpatine. It's all right. Live with it, people. Or at least I should say the movies live with it. It's Rey Palpatine. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 4 or lower, level 4 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Farm Girl once per turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can pay 500 life points. Add one Cosmo card from your deck to your hand. Cosmo Forerunner, supposed to represent the Millennium Falcon. Cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effects. During your standby phase, gain 1000 life points. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 6 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Good Witch. Combination of the Good Witch mixed with, a lot of the masters of Luke Skywalker, like, Yoda, obviously, with the green skin and ears, but also, Obi-Wan Kenobi. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 5 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Good Witch once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. Cosmo Landwalker. Supposed to represent the AT-ATs or AT-ATs if you prefer, in combination with, in the book of The Wizard of Oz, they like to include the book version as well as the movie. I guess it was some kind of gigantic spider in the book format, which I did not know. and I don't like that idea. I don't like freaking spiders. Despite me being a fan of Spider-Man, I don't like spiders. But the Landwalker. If a Cosmo card you control will be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy one other Cosmo card you control instead. If this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 5 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Scaredy Lion. Combination of the lion from the Wizard of Oz mixed with Chewbacca. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 3 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points and target 3 of your banished Cosmo monsters, return them to the graveyard, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Cosmo Slip Rider. Combination of the red ruby slippers mixed with Luke's TIE Fighter. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck. Cosmo Soar Troopers. Combination of the Stormtroopers mixed with the Flying Monkeys from the Wizard of Oz. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 4 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points and target one psychic type Cosmo monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Cosmo Strawman. Combination of the Scarecrow mixed with C-3PO. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 3 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, then target one of your banished Cosmo monsters, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Also destroy it during the end phase. Cosmo Tin Can. Combination of the Tin Man mixed with R2-D2. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 2 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Tin Can once per turn. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can pay 500 life points, reveal 3 Cosmo cards with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one to add to your hand, and you send the rest to the graveyard. Cosmo Dark Lady. Combination of the Wicked Witch and Darth Vader. During either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 6 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn during either player's turn, when another monster effect is activated, you can pay 1000 life points, gate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. Kind of wish they would have put in some kind of support that looks like Emperor Palpatine. I think that would have been really good, but don't know what character. Maybe the combination of that. Maybe, matter of fact, yeah, I was about to say the other witch that died by the house, but no. Combination of Palpatine mixed with the Great and Powerful Oz. Obviously, those two in combination would make a great card. I don't know don't know if it's because last time I looked this up, it doesn't look like it's part of that. A Palpatine type of card doesn't appear in my research into this deck, and maybe it's in the works, but I think it's obvious that the Great and Powerful Oz has to combine with Emperor Palpatine to make a card itself. There's so many characters from the Wizard of Oz that can easily balance out certain characters in Star Wars canon. You definitely have to have something for Grogu and Mando, obviously. Cosmo Wicked Witch, a combination of Darth Maul and I think the Wicked Witch of the East that died. You know, by the house. I completely forgot about that. You know, they already combined her. Alright, during either player's turn, you can banish this card, special summon one level 5 or higher Cosmo monster from your hand. You can only use this effect of Cosmo Wicked Witch once per turn. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can pay 1000 life points. This turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Of course, you got like a few tuner cards for like these synchro summons. Oh, you gotta definitely have to do something for like Qui-Gon Jinn and shoot, Luke Skywalker's mother and Princess Leia. So obvious. Right, Jesse. Might play with this deck a couple of times. I love the Cosmo deck. Kind of hoping I'll get like a summonable monster to get rid of that rainbow heal spell card. Oh well. Crap, that was... Okay. Three big bad ass ships. This deal is getting worse all the time. Boring conversation anyway. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant compared to the power of the Force. Do one more. Let's start with Axel. Axel Brody. Oh, he got 3 of those in his hand? Red 1 standing by. Red leader standing by. Big Red standing by. Simply Red standing by. Red Fox standing by. God, I love this deck. All right, that's it for part 1 of my favorite archetypes. So we'll definitely get back probably either next week or the week after with some more gameplay, but I'll see you guys in a little while. I'm gonna try to boot up my PS5 so we can start another Phoenix Wright case. So I'll see you later.